All right, welcome back for this late Sunday podcast again. Once again, I've been coaching AAU ball, so look, if you ever played AAU ball, you know the struggles of having to sit somewhere all day and having to play. But I am back with I guess he's the co-host now since he's done been on every single podcast at this point with Kid the Gamer. Go ahead and tell the people who you actually don't even do it. They know who you are at this point.
Shout out to the tube, shout out to everybody that comes through, man. Like always, appreciate being on here. But like you said, man, it feel like I'm dang near a co-host now, so I'm ready for it, man. Let's get it.
All right, so unfortunately, there's no NBA news this week.
Oh man, that's tough.
Man, it's tough out here in these basketball streets.
Look, let's be real tough, man.
I mean, I guess the only piece of news it's not NBA related, but LeBron's son is he finally threw down his first dunk, even though it was on the pregame warm up line. But it's always good to watch the GOAT son take flight just like his dad.
Marcus Jordan.
Who? Who?
Oh,
that trash can of a player?
Oh man.
Oh, he a trash can.
Oh.
Is he not?
Look, you know what the goats, when you the GOAT of basketball, you get a generational skip. Maybe they son will be better. So
I hope his sons don't have any sons. Please,
we gonna give Jordan's sons a pass.
What? No, we ain't.
We gonna wait for the grandkids, man. That's what we gonna.
Nah, dog. We ain't. Nah, I'm sorry.
Oh man.
But other than that, actually, you know what? I kind of want to discuss this. Is I'm in a group DM with you and Patriot and all that. This. Don't worry, we're gonna get into the NFL talk, but it's about like the whole AAU thing. So I'm gonna just pose this question to you: do you have a problem with LeBron coaching his son's team?
Listen, man. Let's, for instance, my son plays for the same team that his son plays for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I was told is everybody's. Matter of fact, speaking of AAU, Mark, you an AAU coach, right?
This is my first year coaching it.
Don't you treat all the players equally?
You want the truth or a lie?
Oh man. Oh man.
No, bro, I'm being for real. You want the truth or the lie?
Look, see, that's the difference between AAU and football. Pop Warner. Ain't no specials. Ain't no you get special privileges. LeBron James is a parent. He better sit next to me on the bleachers. Not courtside with all the other kids. I can't sit down with my kids. You can't sit down with your kids. It's that simple. We all parents here. We spectators. We fans. See what I'm saying?
I mean,
Brian got to fall back, man.
So wait, so there's no problem with you got a problem with him coaching his son's team?
Look, if Brian ain't out here coaching during the week, don't wait till game day.
He's out here coaching on the weekends.
Don't wait till game day to be out here trying to quote unquote coach. All right.
Wait, so what's wrong with him coaching, passing on his knowledge of the game of basketball for over 20 years?
This sound like
to a generation. No, he's literally coaching a generation below him.
Listen, this is sounding very, very similar to a certain person that gets hate for doing this.
Who?
That man out in Chino Hills. LeVar Ball.
Oh, whoa.
LeBron James and into LeVar Ball territory.
Oh, don't you
people like, look, LeBron got to fall back. LeVar can't be all on the courts and everything else.
Wait. There's a difference between that.
Oh, here we go. What's the difference?
The difference is, one, LeVar tries to take over. No.
Go ahead.
Wait. The kids try to listen to LeVar over their coach. Now, when LeBron is not at them AAU tournaments, they still listen to the coach. So now, but think about it. It's the summer. LeBron ain't got nothing to do since training camps don't start for like a whole nother month. Why not go to his son's AAU tournaments and coach? So he can pass on his knowledge of the game that he actually played, unlike LeVar Ball. He has 20 years of basketball experience that he could pass on literally to a generation. It's a generation that he's passing his knowledge on to for the future. What is the problem with that?
Hey, man. We all equal here, man.
We are all equal.
I used to play Look, I played basketball for so years. I can't go down there coaching. It's just that simple. LeBron, hey, sit right next to me. I got a spot for you, bro. Got a spot right here. Let's go. Let's get it. We can clap and cheer our kids on together.
Nah, dog. Look, if you want to coach your son, go ahead.
Oh, man. That's wild.
LeBron, wait, LeBron probably knows his son's coach very well. He probably knows him.
I'm pretty sure if his son around some man, I guarantee he didn't look him up.
Wait. Do you know how long Bronny has been playing with this team?
No, hey, all I know is LeBron did his background checks and everything on this guy, so I'm pretty sure.
That.
Yeah, he knows that coach.
I guarantee you he knows that coach very well.
I bet.
He wouldn't, come on, dog. He wouldn't have his son playing for some weirdo.
Right.
No, he wouldn't even have a team if he was a weirdo. They do at that level, they do background checks on all the AAU coaches.
No, Brian got his special background.
I
got a regular AAU coach.
I had to do a background check when I coached City League. Hey. I had to do a background check.
You got the normal background check, and you're gonna get that Brian background check.
What is this Brian background check?
I don't know. It's something.
Again, they probably done had a talk. They probably done had a bite to eat and everything.
Hey, I bet they got security traveling during them games too.
I mean, there's already security at the schools anyway.
Hey.
So what's your point? Hey,
I'm just saying they have to practice. They everywhere, boy, with Bronny. If I was famous and my son was traveling like that, I got security following him.
I mean, ain't nobody going. Come on now. A kid?
Hey, to get to the dash, you never know.
Man, ain't nobody that stupid.
Boy, hey.
Nah, ain't nobody that dumb to do that. I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
Wait, you think there's somebody that dumb to do that?
I don't know. Ain't nobody mess with Brian like that. Brian ain't got no enemies. Ain't got no enemies.
Yeah, because he keeps his circle small.
Yeah. No, Brian good. He cool.
All right. Now that we got that little basketball talk out the way.
Get the boring stuff out the way.
I mean, the GOAT son dunking on. I don't know if that's boring or not.
Oh, GOAT son. Oh, man.
Yes. GOAT. He a baby GOAT. He's a lamb at the moment.
Oh, man.
For years. Give him about 4 to 5 years. He's going to spring into a GOAT.
Now it's 4 or 5 more years. All right, I see. Okay.
He's 13. What are you talking about? I said in 5 years he is going to.
Oh, you talking about Bronny? I thought you talking about LeBron.
No, I'm talking about his son.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Now you getting out of hand, Mark.
What?
Y'all, listen. Y'all gotta slow it down with the little kid. All right, y'all. Listen, we taking baby steps for Bronny. All right, we gotta see. You gotta go.
They out here ranking elementary kids.
Look, even Doc Rivers' son, Austin Rivers, was the #1 prospect out of high school at one point. Wasn't he? Wasn't he not?
I ain't gonna lie, yo. Hey, his high school mixtape's probably the best one I've ever seen.
Hey, Austin Rivers was nice. He was nice.
He was a hooper, and then I don't know what happened to it.
I don't know.
It just went away somehow.
I don't know. So I mean, we gotta give it time, man. I'm rooting for him. At Desire.
Wow. Nah, give me Bronny. All right, so if y'all didn't watch yesterday, really watch, the Fade podcast. I was on Black Folks time. I was a little bit late because
Oh yeah.
I did have work. I will say that I had work. So I didn't really get to explain all the topics that they did. So we're just gonna give a little rundown of what they talked about. Wait, so I know y'all talked about them contract extensions, Luck being back. What is y'all talk about? I'll just run it down from there.
It really it was just mainly like some updates, like the contract extensions for like 2 offensive linemen. Talking about Wentz returning, Luck returning. Primarily it. That's primarily it.
Okay.
It wasn't.
So I'll go through.
Too serious.
Okay, go through the injuries first, and then get to the contract extension.
Yeah, man, let's talk about these injuries, dog. Because I gotta address some people out here, man.
You got some subtle shots you need to send.
Listen, y'all know if y'all watch the Fade podcast, for whatever reason, for some odd reason this season, they calling me Kid the Jinx. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know where this came from, because last year, outside of my Packers, of course, I always have another team that I'm rooting for. Like, I'm rooting for the best, Last year it was my Bills. I just felt like they were like an underdog in the AFC. They still made the playoffs, but things went a little south late in the year. And eventually I started rooting for Blake Bortles. Don't nobody talk about that though. I'm talking about playoff Bortles, I mean.
Oh God.
And then now with this upcoming season, I was talking about the Chargers. I had the Chargers winning the the AFC West. And I think I had them in the AFC Championship game. I think I had them going that far. Yes.
What?
Yes. Chargers. That's the thing. This is why I'm rooting for the Chargers, because when I say positive stuff about the Chargers, I get a response like this, which solidifies my stance as a Chargers backer this season. I got to back them this year, man. Chargers. Hey.
You got that much faith in Phillip Rivers?
Hey, do you think it's Phillip Rivers' fault that they lose football games? Phillip Rivers,
mostly, yes.
He put up decent numbers. Stat-wise. But now Phillip Rivers, if his wide receivers can stay healthy, that's always been an issue. If they can stay healthy, right now, Hunter Henry went down, then Ricky tight end that they drafted went down. So they lost 2 tight ends to ACL injuries already. Hunter Henry went down, I think during OTAs or something like that. So now they probably gonna bring back Antonio Gates. But if Keenan Allen and what's the other outside wide receiver? Mike
Williams.
Mike Williams. If both of those guys can stay healthy, they'll be fine. They'll be fine with Melvin Gordon coming out of the backfield, decent, solid running back. They'll be fine on the offensive side of the ball. And then if you look at the defense is fairly healthy right now. Outside of Jason Verrett going
really
down.
Ain't that bad.
Huh?
I said their defense really ain't that bad.
That's what I'm saying. The defense is, I think that's what they would have been lacking. But now that they have a decent defense, they got Joey Bosa, one of the best pass rushers in the game. You pair him with a top 5 corner and Casey Hayward, all around pieces that they have, they'll be fine. They just got to stay healthy. Now, they dropping like flies right now.
Yeah, they just dropping.
I think they will be fine. They getting all these freak injuries, like ACL injuries are like freak injuries. Like, you have no control over them. And that's the tough part about it. So, if they can just avoid the ACL injuries, I think they'll be fine. Like, look at Quest. Talking about it must be good weed up in Milwaukee because I'm picking the Chargers. So, I'm still backing them, But they did just lose Jason Verrett as well. So lost him and they tight end like the last few days. So that'd be all right though. That'd be all right.
For those that's asking for Boyd, I shot him an invite. He shows up. You know, we just gonna keep it going.
And we call it out, Boyd. He come in here. If he out there listening, Boyd, we gotta expose him because the way he been tweeting, talking about he cool with Le'Veon Bell, all of a sudden I gotta call him out on that one. I got to. Boy, you out there listening? You see that invite, you accept it, and you come through. We gotta call him to the front of the congregation.
That's tough. So, I think that was really the only injury, wasn't it? Was Jason Verrett? I don't think.
I mean, that's like the main injury.
Yeah.
Right.
So, actually, you know what? We're gonna get into Dez Bryant next. So, Dez Bryant, as y'all know, he's still a free agent, but it seems like the Cleveland Browns are kind of the front runners for him at the moment. You know, they've been having a lot of discussions with him and all that. So my guess is by the end of the week or the beginning of next week that Dez Bryant will be a Brown. Now, if you put him on that offense, man. Now, obviously, his route tree ain't the best because he only knows.
I mean, according to Dez, that ain't on him. That's on the coaching. That was on play calling.
That he only knows 3 routes?
No, that he was only doing those few routes because that was the only calls that they was playing. That was part of his rant.
What?
Yeah, he came out and said that, you know, when people was blaming Dez as the issue of the offense, what he pretty much said was, "Don't blame me for our offense being predictable and me, you know, lining." And he said everybody lining up on the same side of the ball most of the time. So that was something that Dez came out and said that, hey, that had nothing to do with me. That's play calling. So supposedly, that's what they talking about.
So Dez Bryant, you know, he's a very interesting player, especially on Twitter. His Twitter fingers be, you know, kind of itching a little bit, you know. But actually, wait, oh man, before we get into Dez, we gotta get to basketball because it just hit me when I got on Twitter. We gotta hit this topic. Did you listen to that little snippet of KD on CJ McCollum's podcast?
I mean, I've heard of it. I didn't like listen to it.
Oh man.
I know what you're talking about.
So KD, you know, I think CJ McCollum got his podcast. I don't know what it's called, but he got his own little podcast, and Kevin Durant was on there. So I think they was talking, and CJ McCollum, he said something. I think he said like, I think he. Like, it's like he called KD soft without exactly saying it. I forgot the exact quote he said. But, and then KD, yeah.
He didn't say it on podcast, he tweeted it.
Yeah, he tweeted it. And then, but this was before CJ went on Twitter. So KD fired back at him. He was like, dog, y'all know y'all ain't going to win no championship, right? So I was like, whoa. So, you know, KD is like a WWE heel at the moment, you know, sitting and, you know, kind of just speaking his mind and speaking the truth. You know, we all know Portland ain't going. All right. But, so now, and then I think CJ said, you know, that Boogie didn't have to go to y'all. And then KD said, well, Boogie wasn't going to come to y'all. And then CJ was like, well, I mean, you know, I kind of had hope. And because, you know, Nurkic and Cousins got the same agent, so he was thinking that, you know, they was going to have a chance to sign Boogie. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, dog, out of all teams DeMarcus Cousins goes to, I highly doubt he goes to Portland.
I wasn't even a thought.
Dog, I don't know why any free agent, you know, no disrespect to any Trail Blazers fans out there. I know Dooms is a Portland fan, you know. No disrespect to them, but I don't see nobody that wants to go there. Why would you want to go there?
Here go Mark with the hell. Who wants to go play for that team? Who wants to go to Portland?
What does he do there?
Oh my God!
I'm just saying, there's more to do in the Bay Area than it is up north. Is it not?
Listen, like I always say, are we playing basketball or we doing stuff outside the ring? What we doing?
Both. We're doing both.
Oh, man, you do that in the off season.
Basketball's a business now, sir. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, you know what? The difference between now and then, you ain't gotta rely on a big market to get your image out there. Now you have social media where you can branch out, and that small market stuff don't mean nothing no more. Shout out to my guy Giannis, man, loyal to Milwaukee. He ain't going nowhere.
He gonna be out of there in a few years. He gonna be out of there in a few years.
Giannis gonna get his image out regardless if he in Milwaukee or not. I'm just saying.
Man, he only got his image out because he's on the cover of 2K19.
Wow, that's crazy. You know what's crazy, Mark? The fact that Giannis, who was beating LeBron in votes, I found it very, very odd that when that second poll came around, he was losing all of a sudden. He had a big lead on LeBron. I feel like that was rigged. But I'm not gonna go into that. That's a different topic for the All-Star vote. Y'all see his votes? Come on now. Wait till he get bigger. Oh man, he gonna be the you know how Yao Ming was with his votes? Let's gonna be honest.
I mean, Greece is not as big as China,
but he's gonna have that global appeal. Adam Silver needs to understand this. Hey, your new face needs to have global appeal. And who has global appeal right now? Giannis.
LeBron.
Nah, see, that's the old era. This new era right here. We taking over.
Kyrie's a global icon.
Nah, he ain't bigger than Giannis. Nah.
Joel Embiid's a global icon.
Nah, he ain't bigger than Giannis. God. You got names somebody bigger than Giannis right now.
Oh God.
It's just gonna get big. And you know what he doing it all from? From the 414. Doing it from the city of Milwaukee. I'm just saying.
The place that has nothing to do. So.
Hey, Midwest creates what? The best hoopers. You know why? Because all we do is hoop. And what Giannis say? I want to be the player I am today if I play somewhere else. I would be too distracted if I was somewhere else.
Yeah, you would.
Just saying.
Yeah, you would.
Just saying, man. But carry on.
Yeah, back to what was he talking about? Oh, Des Bryant. So he went to Twitter. You know, Twitter finger's pretty strong. So Skip Bayless. You know what? I'm gonna move him to second on the hot take list. You know, Boyd has definitely took his spot on that list. You know, Des Bryant was, had some words for Skip. You know, Skip said Des Bryant needs to move on. The Cowboys have. So what did Des Bryant say?
That's crazy. You know what's crazy about that?
He said, "Shut up. I moved on."
Skip Bayless was so late on that response. Not to mention that Dez was responding to the comments that the Cowboys made about him first. That's why that entire tweet made no sense at all. Dez is not talking about Dallas. Dallas continues to talk about Dez for whatever reason, but they holding on to the fact that their offense was bad because of Dez. That's what they're holding on to. And little do they know that their offense is predicated around their running back. Dak is just, I'm not saying he would never be that guy, but the way that they was telling him after his rookie season, way too fast for all that.
Just like Aikman, Aikman was never really the guy on the Cowboys. It was Emmitt Smith and the offensive line.
Exactly. So, but them, like I said, Dak getting rookie of the year and all that, Cowboys, they was feeling themselves. They was feeling that. They felt like it was all Dak.
Which he shouldn't have won.
He shouldn't have won. It should have went to Zeke. But I guess they used it since Zeke was a first rounder. He was supposed to be like that. Whatever the logic was behind that decision. But like I said, like I said on the podcast, there is no more excuses right now. No more excuses for that Dallas Cowboys offense because Dez is gone. He's gone. There's no more excuses. The offense should be as Dak friendly as possible. That's the term they keep using. Dak friendly. It shouldn't get no friendlier than it is for the 2018 season.
Like, what does that mean?
I have no idea. You know what they mean. They got Garrett guys. That's what Dez was saying, in the beginning. And then now it's, Dak friendly offense. This is all Stephen Jones. This is all Stephen Jones. Because he riding behind Dak. Like I said in the podcast, I don't think Jerry is that high of a Dak guy. That's more so Stephen Jones than Jerry Jones. Because Jerry, he didn't want Romo to leave. He wanted Romo to get back in the game when he was still on the roster. So Dak has a lot to prove this season, man. He's in a contract year. And I think that everything that Dez said was validated. He had every right to say everything he had to say. So I had no issues with none of that.
So now, black folks, we like to instigate a lot of things. Everybody knows Uncle Shannon Sharp, possibly the funniest man in America at the moment, because he somehow makes himself a meme every day somehow. I don't know how he does it. So basically, I think he invited Dez. He said, Dez, you are more than likely to come on Undisputed. And I think Dez took the invite.
He ain't gonna show up. I don't think he's showing up.
How much would it bet? I think he does show up.
You know what? I think if Dez finds a team, he's not gonna be on. He'll have no reason to go on that show because then it's over. He doesn't have to talk about it no more. But if Dez still isn't on a roster, then I could see him being on there. But right now, if he's supposed to be meeting the Browns tomorrow, and 9 out of 10 times normally they sign guys when they meet up. So if he doesn't be announced that he's signed with the Browns tomorrow, then who knows? But I can't see. I don't see him being on there because what he gonna say?
I don't think he ain't gonna talk about the Cowboys. He just gonna go and skip the whole time. That's what I can see.
Skip is gonna mention the Cowboys. They're gonna force that. They're gonna force it. They look. Undisputed is going. They're gonna want Dez on there because they're gonna give them ratings. That's gonna be if they can get Dez on there. That's profit for Skip and Shannon. That's profit for the show.
Yeah, so ratings.
Exactly. So if Dez is not on the team, could I see him doing it? Sure, I can see him doing it, but I don't think he's doing it though. I think he's just talking. I can't see how.
So this is what Shannon said in his. No, Dez sent a tweet to Skip Bayless. He said, invite me to the show when I'm there. And then Shannon Sharp said, Dez Bryant, you are cordially invited to Undisputed. Skip and I will pick you up.
I bet.
And then Dez said, great, let's set up the date. I'm there. So whatever day Dez decides to go to Undisputed, I'm watching.
I mean, I watch it regardless. So, I mean, I catch him when he's on there.
Man, I had to stop. I had to stop watching a little bit after LeBron signed with the Lakers because it was coming oversaturated.
No, they talk about, listen, I'm talking about oversaturated. They just saying that's because they ain't got nothing to talk about. You got to wait till, in fact, this Thursday, Hall of Fame game. They're probably going to be talking about Lamar. And preseason, they'll be talking about the Cowboys or Patriots or whatever. Those will be those two topics. Or Aaron Rodgers. They'll talk about one of those.
Maybe.
That's like they 3 go-tos on that show.
Yeah. Cowboys, Patriots, Rodgers.
Right.
And then around training camp. No, and then whenever they release the NBA schedule, they'll probably talk about that.
Oh, that ain't no time.
Which I can't wait for the schedule to be released because I'm going to Memphis to watch them play the Lakers. So I can't wait for that.
Oh, I'm definitely going to the arena built for Giannis, the new arena, the Fervor Forum, whatever the hell they named it. Definitely gonna be in there. Gotcha.
Is it gonna be in the middle of nowhere like the current arena?
Oh my goodness! Listen, downtown Milwaukee is beautiful. It's a beautiful spot.
You ain't going. You ain't gonna cheer me.
I'm gonna already be there. I already got tickets to Kevin Hart. So I'm already gonna see Kevin Hart at the arena. That's in September. So I'm gonna get a glimpse of what it looked like inside before the season starts.
Anyways,
Uh-huh.
so we're gonna get we're gonna get to the actually we're gonna talk about a couple of players that came back, and then we'll end with the contract extensions. So
Okay.
we're gonna I don't know which one to go first. Let's go Carson. Yeah, let's go Carson Wentz first. So Carson Wentz was he was gonna win the MVP if he didn't get hurt towards the end of the season. You know, tore his
Definitely, dog. That's why I don't know why Patriot fans, not Patriot fans, it's more so Skip. Because even Patriot don't do this. Even Patriot don't talk about Brady winning MVP. Because he know deep down inside. That's an asterisk. That's asterisk MVP. Because Brady was terrible the last month of the season.
I would say Brady, Brady does terrible in December.
He was bad in December. Like this was probably the easiest, in my opinion, MVP race in a while. Because if you date back to the 2016 season when it was between Rodgers, Matt Ryan, and Brady, you couldn't make a mistake in that month. In that last month, oh man, Brady was playing like that, he would have been out of it. I think it came down to Rodgers and Matt Ryan anyway, but Rodgers didn't have he only had the 10 wins. So last season, Carson Wentz, I think he still should have won MVP in my opinion, but they used those 3 games against him. I don't know why.
Oh no, I kind of hate that. I wish they had like a set date on when they vote for MVP.
All right.
Like it should be like it should be like the last game of the season and then they vote.
I mean, that's what they tell you. That's what they do.
I don't believe that. I think they wait till after the season to say it.
Oh yeah, they do. But I don't know because they had the awards 3 weeks after the season ends. So who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
But you know, what did he do? He tore his ACL, didn't he?
He tore it. Well, according to Eagles fans, it's not an ACL tear. It's something else, like an MCL, ACL, whatever it is.
I mean,
a CL got torn.
I mean, even if you tear your MCL, like you can, it don't take as long to recover as an ACL injury. Well, back then ACL injuries took at least a whole year, but now you got.
They still do. I mean,
no, but I ain't gonna lie, you do see a lot of players come back like in half of that time.
Like who? Give me some cases.
Well, it's not really NFL related or even basketball related, but like Seth Rollins when he tore his
how long I think was he out for?
He was out for like I think they said like a year, and then he came back in like 6 months. I remember that. He was supposed to be out for at least, if it wasn't a whole year, it was close to a year. But he came back in like he came back in like 6 months.
Think about it. I'm just reading it now. Wentz tore his ACL and the LCL. He tore both of them.
I don't know what is that. What is the LCL?
I don't know. That makes it sound even worse. But think about it. This happened roughly 7 months ago.
And he's already back throwing the football.
And he already doing 11-on-11 drills. He padded up. I
don't think he's taking any contact though.
They never hit the quarterback in practice, but it's just crazy that I feel like they rushing him. I feel like they're rushing Carson Wentz, man. And
I don't think they're rushing him back.
You don't think so? Do you see him playing week 1?
If he feels like he can fully go, I see him playing.
Nah, I know. You think he's playing week 1? Because you know how the player feel. Player always feel like they can play. Do you think he's playing week 1?
No.
If he's not playing week 1, then I would say they're not rushing it, or he's not rushing it, because the team is obviously going to want him to wait till they're going to wait it out. But if I'm the Eagles, I wait it out. I ride with Nick Foles. I continue. I try to build off of what I built off of last year. Now they are playing the Falcons week 1. I want to say I feel like they play the Titans, not the Titans. I feel like they play the Vikings like week 2 or something. So they playing against some heavy hitters in the NFC where they gonna want to win. You can't afford to lose. NFC. It's really hard to lose any of these games because you never know. That might be a tiebreaker later on down the line, or that might be the reason why you don't make the playoffs. So teams like that, like the Falcons or even the Vikings. So they got the Vikings. Let me see. Week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of light after the Falcons, and that's all depends on what the Falcons looking like. But they got the Falcons week 1, Bucks week 2, Colts 3, Titans 4. The first 4 weeks, if they can just get past Atlanta with Nick Foles, I say they don't debut Carson Wentz into that Vikings game. Wait it out. And I'll be cool with that. And that's in the month of October. So if they can wait it out a month, I'll be cool with that. But if Wentz is talking about playing week 1, I don't know how I feel about that one. I think that's way too soon.
I mean, like I said, I wouldn't feel like it would be a rush just because players are recovering from injuries pretty quickly. That's the thing, though.
Man, that's true, man. Look, that's true, man. But history be repeating itself, dog, man. I don't know.
It do.
I'm thinking about RG3, man. That wasn't that long ago. That was not that long ago.
It do, but I mean, everybody's body ain't the same, though.
That's true. Hey.
So that's why I was kind of hesitant on saying, yeah, he could start in week 1, just because, I mean, his body is different from everybody else's, like coming off an injury.
Man,
I would give him a go, but I would say I wouldn't have him running, but considering, I mean, the Eagles don't got a bad old line, but I don't know.
They got a decent old line.
I think they're gonna play him in preseason just to see.
Who, Wentz?
Yeah, I think they play him in the preseason a little bit.
I ain't have him taking a snap during preseason. You think he's gonna play preseason?
For like a drive or two.
Man, and look, if Wentz is playing preseason, you might as well throw him out there week 1. You might as well.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one, Mark.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's difficult because everybody's body is not the same. So, like we really don't know what.
See, if this was the quarterback, I would agree with you. I like throwing him back out there, try it. But man, quarterback, Mark, this is your franchise. You gave up a lot to get this guy.
Yeah, the Eagles did give up the whole house for him.
So you gotta be a little bit more cautious with that with those guys, man. Guys too. I was a little nervous. Rodgers was back out there, man, playing against the Panthers. A little nervous, man.
What are you nervous about?
I'm talking about the first game after the collarbone injury. I mean, he was fine. He got out of the game fine. That's what he needed, man. He needed to get hit. I'd rather have Rodgers went through that last year and I seen him get hit instead of him coming into this season and he ain't played since that Vikings game. I'd be a little nervous then. But now that I ain't seen him play, I ain't seen him get hit a few times in that Panthers game, he'll be fine.
I guess
so. I don't know, man. That quarterback position, I hear you, Mark. Everybody recovers differently, man, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky situation. But back to the other one, and I'm kind of excited that he's back. Not even gonna lie, I'm kind of happy he's back. Andrew Luck. So his story is very weird. So I forgot when he got injured. think it was like a year or two ago when Luck got injured.
Well,
And
for like
then,
3 years since Luck ain't played, man. I feel like a long.
yeah. How long has it been since he? Yeah, it's man. I don't know.
It's been definitely since 2016.
Man, that's dude. It ain't even felt that long. But like, what was it? It was something with his shoulder, and like I don't know what it was with his shoulder. Like he just kept getting it drained and getting it drained and getting it drained. And like they all last summer, people was like, man, like he can't even throw the football right. Like he done had multiple surgeries. He done got surgery by Dr. James Andrews, who if you really like if you don't really know who he is, because I had to kind of Google him a little bit, but he's one of the best doctors in the nation. Well, really ever when it comes to sports injuries, because it's like he can work on you and get you back like quicker than your whole recovery time. So I think he went over to Europe to James Andrews, and he had shoulder surgery. So now, like he was throwing, God, I remember this. Like last summer, he was throwing like heavier footballs and all that, and he had to kind of like work on his throwing motion to get that back and everything. So it's good to see him back on the field, because when healthy, he could definitely be that he can be that top 5 quarterback when healthy. So my good friend Dime, I think he predicted Luck to have 4,500 yards, like 35 touchdowns and 10 picks. I mean, maybe I could see Luck having that. It depends though. I don't know.
I mean,
it's gonna depend on that first game.
I gotta see what Luck's career season is looking like, because not saying he's gonna take a step back or anything like that, but I think he's gonna be slow getting back into the groove of things. I don't think he's gonna come out and air out anybody, those first few weeks. Because like I said, he hasn't played since 20. Yeah, he hasn't played since 2016. So, not playing. Like I'm trying to think, his best season so far was his third year. It looks like 4,700 yards, 40 touchdowns, 16 INTs. So I mean, him having 10 INTs for a season, that would be a good year for him.
Yeah.
And even though his first year 18, his second year only had 9, but after that it's been 16, 12, 13. So I don't know if his interception numbers is going to go down, because I can definitely see him throwing the ball a little bit more, because I don't think he's going to want to sit there and take any hits. So I think a lot of his throws are either going to be quick reads, or if he feel like he's being pressured, he might force a throw unless he's throwing it out of bounds or whatever. But other than that, it all depends on where his mental is, because if I'm not mistaken, I think Jim Irsay last year was saying, hey, it's all mental at this point. They felt like he was healthy enough to play last year, but obviously he never did. So if his mental is correct, if his mind is right, then he'll be fine. But 4,500 yards or whatever, I don't know. Or 35 touchdowns, I don't know. Because 35 touchdowns, he's had 23, 40, 15, and 31. So 35 touchdowns would be his second most that he's had in his career. And I don't know if he's going to do that.
Yeah, I don't see him.
So, I don't know. Andrew Luck is definitely an X factor right now, because you don't know which Andrew Luck you're going to get.
Especially with him coming off an injury, you really don't know.
And like Drew just said, he said, Andrew Luck is going to be so rusty. He definitely going to be rusty, because Rodgers was rusty. And that was Rodgers missing. How many weeks was that? 6 weeks, 6 weeks? Mm-hmm. Some around that stretch of time, and he came back. He was right. He threw 3 INTs that game. He was underthrowing a lot of balls. So Andrew Luck is definitely gonna be rusty. So it might be a tough September for him, but we'll see though. You never know. You never know.
Alrighty. So to end off this show, I'm also have a channel update at the end of this show. So we're gonna get into these contract extensions. So we're gonna start with the small, and then we're just gonna go higher. First one I really want to hit. I want to get this one out the way. Julio Jones. So Julio Jones, you know, he been hanging out with T.O., the diva.
Sorry, they ain't got nothing to do with this. They ain't got nothing to do with
Wait. Reclaim my time. So Julio been hanging out with, you know, T.O., and we all know how T.O. is. You know, T.O. a little diva.
Wow.
You know, you can agree to disagree. It's whatever.
Wow.
So Julio feels like he should be the highest paid wide receiver, or in LaParis's words, the highest paid tight end, whatever. Now, wherever you have Julio in your top five, that is on you. Me personally, he's in my five, but he ain't number one. I don't even know if he's number two, really. Or number three. Or number three. Because I got Julio, DeAndre Hopkins, and AJ Green over him if we being real, because all three of them puts up consistent numbers year in and year out.
Hey, thank you, Mark. You sound like an intellectual right now. Thank you.
Yeah, I might even put Odell over him.
At this rate, you might as well.
Yeah, because Odell puts up, you know, 1,300 yards a season, you know, minus last season when he broke his ankle.
Right? Still saying a touchdown. That's crazy.
Yeah, but he did all this crying. I'm going to call it crying because he was about to hold out. You did all this crying for an extra $3 million. It is a revised contract. It's not a contract extension. It's a revised contract. You cried for $3 extra million this upcoming season to bump your pay from $10 million to $13 million. You could have easily got that. You could have easily got that extra $3 million in incentives. Why are you crying over that? Now, if you wanted a whole new contract, you know, to kind of seal your fate for the future, okay, I understand that. You let your agent talk to them about revising your upcoming season contract. Kid, what is your take?
Look, Julio, first of all, sir, I don't know what Terrell Owens had anything to do with this statement. I understand what that had to do with it. You got to pay respects to a Hall of Famer, all right? Pay your respects.
I don't know if I call him
the second best wide receiver of all time, all right? Yes. Now, back to the point.
Alrighty.
Look, Julio was in a tough spot because I think Julio had what 2-3 years left on his current contract, something like that. So he really wasn't in a spot to say, "Well, I'm not gonna come in," because it's like you knew your contract when you signed it. You signed this contract at the time. You were the highest paid wide receiver. So if this is what it's all about, I don't understand. If I was the owners, I would have honestly let him held out because you just drafted Calvin Ridley. You got what? Tevin Coleman? You got Tevin Coleman, Dante Freeman. You got Mohamed Sanu.
They got all this offense.
What that tight end looking like? They got Austin Hooper, a decent tight end. So Julio playing his holdout game. Honestly, I'd have called his bluff. I would have seen how far he was willing to take it because you have no leverage. I have you for the next 2-3 years. You signed this contract. This is what you and your agent decided to do. You got to man up. You got to swallow that. As much as you want to be, you know, the highest paid or whatever. And currently, the revised deal, he's not the highest paid. He's still middle of the pack or whatever. So that's why I didn't understand the entire point of any of that. That entire process was very unnecessary. That was a bad look for Julio, in my opinion, because now I don't trust you. In my opinion, I don't trust you. You might pull this stunt again next year, and you probably gonna pull this stunt closer to the end of your contract. So the Falcons gotta be careful with that one. Plus, Julio's getting older. How old is Julio? 29, something like that.
Like 28, 29.
So he's up there in age. He's 29 years old. He'll be 30 going into the next season. That's when you really got to start, wondering if he's the guy moving forward. Because in my opinion, as a pure wide receiver, Julio is not that great. As a pure wide receiver. When I say pure, I'm talking about running routes. I don't think his route running is all that. I think he plays a lot off his athleticism. It's
okay.
He's an okay route runner.
Yeah.
And when you start slowing down, if you're not a great route runner, you're gonna have a hard time creating separation. And with him being 30 going into the next season, we'll see. 30 is not the cutoff age, but he's been in the league. He would have been in the league for a while at that point in time. So you never know.
Yeah, it's when you usually start to slow down.
You start to slow down. People like to clown Matt Ryan for not, I guess, passing him or throwing him the ball. Man gave him 18 targets in the red zone. He only caught one of them. And that was the one that he snagged over Malcolm Butler, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the only touchdown pass he caught in the red zone. Other than that, I don't know. So I think that was a bad look for that was a really bad look for Julio, man, because that was just unnecessary. That wasn't even no holdout. I'd have called this bluff. I'm surprised the Falcons even caved in that fast.
For an extra $3 million.
Exactly. So that's rough.
Thanks, T.O. I'm gonna blame Terrell Owens for that. Yeah.
T.O. has never held out for a contract, dog.
I bet you he has.
T.O. has never held out for. I don't think T.O.'s ever held out.
Every receiver damn near does it.
I don't think T.O. has ever held out. He's had locker room issues.
I bet you he has.
All right, I'm gonna look it up.
I guarantee you he has. He's a diva. Why would he not wait for a new contract?
That's proud, man. Y'all thinking he a diva because of
what? He is.
Because he shows passion on the football field. You gotta have passion as a football player, man. Everybody just show it differently.
He a diva.
That's wild. Now, quitting on your team, not running routes, being lazy, i.e. Randy Moss, that is diva-like.
He still got 1,000 yards regardless.
And T.O. Okay, all right, go ahead, man. You got it.
I'm just saying. Oh wow, T.O. denies any influence on the Julio holdout. That's a lie.
T.O. has never held out before.
A lie.
I don't think you talk about yards. T.O. is second in yards. You know that, right?
What else?
You do know that, right?
What else?
He got 700 yards on Randy Moss. Now, if Randy Moss didn't quit on his Raiders or them Titans, or when he went back to the Minnesota Vikings, he could have caught T.O. yards.
He was kind of dumb when he got to the Titans, though.
Nah, that was the same year he left the Patriots. He was done there.
He had Kerry Collins throwing him the football.
Oh, you know why he appeared to be done? Because he quit. That's all it was. And that's first ballot. Well, I tell you.
Yeah, and T.O. ain't going to the Hall of Fame intro.
Hey, I respect this decision, man. I hold out too. I ain't going.
Because he wasn't first. That's the dumbest reason why.
There's too much fake love going on around here. I ain't going.
That's the dumbest reason why not to go.
That's too much fake love for me. I ain't going.
That's dumb.
Nah. I ain't going.
Because you wasn't first ballot.
I ain't going.
Really?
Yeah.
That's tough. But we gonna get to big boys. The beef of the team. Offensive line. So I'm starting with the Falcons signing first. I'm gonna say the Titans won next. Jake Matthews got a new contract extension. I forgot what it was worth. Let me look this up real quick. Should have done it while we was discussing T.O. being a diva.
Plus new contract, got a 5 year.
5 years, 75 mil.
Yep.
Do it say guaranteed dollars? There is no looking it up. Really ain't no.
I don't know if they posted his guarantee.
Yeah, I don't think they posted his guarantee, but they have him locked up for the next. What is this, like 6 years, 7 years, 6, 7 years? You know, one of the. You know, I give it to him. You know, he has followed the Matthews genes. You know, his father was a great offensive lineman for the Oilers / Titans in Bruce Matthews. And then his sons and his brothers and Clay. Well, I'll give Clay Matthews due. He's one of
That's his cousin. That's his cousin.
Cousin? Wow.
Yeah, they cousins.
Well, his cousin Clay. Oh, cousin Clay. I'm gonna call him that. Cousin Clay. You know, I get it to him. You know, he a good linebacker. I ain't gonna say he a top 5 linebacker.
Well, not anymore. Not in the game right now. No, he ain't.
Wait, didn't he also get busted for PED use or something?
No, he didn't. You think on Patriots? We don't do that here in Green Bay.
You sure it wasn't Clay?
Listen, he didn't get busted.
No, I'm thinking of what you call it for the Texans. Brian Cushion. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that's what you thinking, sir.
They got my fault. I thought Clay got busted for it. But we're gonna get to the next one. And even I'm excited for this because I got a lot of hatred for the comment I said after I commented. So, Mr. Taylor Lewan, you know, I'll say he a top 3 left tackle in the game of football. He got a contract extension. 5 years, 80 mil?
Ridiculous.
With $50 million guaranteed.
Ridiculous.
That is the richest contract in NFL history for an offensive lineman, and he absolutely deserves that.
That's wild. You know why it's wild?
Why?
Because he was only good for 1 year. He's only been good for 1 year, dog. Only 1 year, dog. This is wild. This is wild.
What?
This is wild. As long as you know he's not better than David Bakhtiari, who's the best left tackle in the game. As long as you understand that, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Y'all better put some D-Bach. Y'all better put some respect on that boy, man. It's D-Bach, then it's Tyron Smith, then it's everybody else.
Wait, I ain't gonna lie. I probably put Lewan over Tyron Smith.
Look,
Tyron, he can't.
Then again, he been having health issues, so I don't know. He might drop. He might drop.
Yeah,
might drop.
He can't stay healthy.
Right.
So, my take, I love Taylor Lewan. You know, the heart and soul of the Titans. They kind of go as he goes. You know, him and Mariota set the tempo.
That's wild. That is wild to me.
It's only because I say that because Taylor Lewan plays with so much passion for the game. Of course, I watch every Titans game, so I see the way he reacts. That's why I say he's the heart and soul of the team. I watch him play. I watched the Titans play. That's why I say that.
Okay.
Now, with that being said, I think it's going to be different looking at the market now for offensive linemen, since I feel like Lawan really he just set the bar for that of players getting paid. So, what's your take on Lawan getting that contract? And do you think that other linemen will be demanding that kind of money?
You know what? After some thought, I was looking. I had to sit back and take in Hemp's comment. When it comes to the importance of a team, you gotta it goes quarterback, edge rusher, and left tackle. Those are probably the three most important positions on a football team, especially if the quarterback is right hand.
Yeah, for right-handed quarterbacks.
Right. And which 90% of quarterbacks in the league is right hand. Probably 99% of them. So left tackles are very important. So they go hand in hand with the quarterback. Now, if you're a great quarterback, like Aaron Rodgers, you can make it do with anybody on the left side. But it's easier when you got a solid left tackle where you ain't got to worry about your blind side. You straight on that end. So after taking that into consideration, I guess the money is fine when it comes to a left tackle. Now, any other line position like the center or the guards or even the right tackle, I don't know. I don't know if they should get money like that. I mean, you should want to pay your offensive line, but guaranteeing 50 and 60, or if this number tends to go, what they tend to do when this number keeps going up, I don't know. After a while, you got to draw a line. Everybody can't get that money. So if it's a left tackle, I'm cool with it. Everybody else, it all depends on your style of your team, though, too. Because a lot of people feel like guards can be replaced. They feel like guards are a dime a dozen in NFL. Centers, sometimes you might want to pay a center, but outside of that, the guards are replaceable, and the right tackle, it all depends.
True. So. Hey, I'll be back in about 3 minutes. Go in on the Todd Gurley situation, his contract extension.
Oh, I might as well go in on Ty Ram's situation then, man. So while my co-host is stepping away, let's talk about the Rams and the Rams situation and what's going on with Aaron Donald. Why is Aaron Donald not getting his money? That is the question that everybody wants to know, because I want to know it too, because it doesn't make any sense as to why Aaron Donald is consistently not being paid on this team when I'm pretty sure maybe Todd Gurley got there before him, but I think it's safe to say that Aaron Donald was there before Todd Gurley, especially Brandon Cooks, who just got there. He got an extension before even taking a snap. He ain't even played a preseason game yet, let alone a regular season game, and he got his money. So the entire situation in regards to Aaron Donald, man, is just crazy that he's not getting his money now. It all depends on what the numbers are looking like. I haven't heard any numbers. I haven't seen any numbers being listed or being thrown out there as to what he's expecting, because at the end of the day, he's a defensive tackle. Now you can put him on the outside, that's cool, but I think his main position is D tackle. And even though he's a freak at that position for a defensive tackle, at the end of the day, he's a defensive tackle, and it's kind of hard to try to give him outside, edge rusher type money. It's, in my opinion, and I said this on the Fade podcast, I said that if he's expecting Von Miller money, I don't know if I can give him Von Miller money, because I don't know if Aaron Donald impacts a game like Von Miller did in 2015, 16, whatever season, 2015. That 2015 season from Von Miller, I don't think I've seen a season like that from Aaron Donald. I'm just saying. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. I understand how Aaron Donald feels. He's talking about holding out, but I don't know if he can hold out. I don't know if he has. I'm not saying he's broke anything, but I don't know what his off the field stuff is looking like. His endorsements are looking like, where a guy like Odell, he can hold out because he's making more money off the field than on the field. I don't know if Donald was in that situation or in that position to do the same. And so I think the Rams are going to call his bluff once again. But then again, when the Rams brought in all these players, this was the risk that they was taking, where they had all these personalities entering this locker room. And so it's going to be very, very interesting to see how Sean McVay, comes out of this corner. Because right now it seems like the money is going all to the offense, when in fact the defense was the best part of that team. Even though that offense was the number one offense in the league when it comes to points per game, I don't see them doing that again. And they did that without having a number one wide receiver and Sammy Watkins. So for them to put it all that points again, I don't think they're going to do that. Offensively, I don't think they're going to be that same team. But defensively, they need to learn. They got to put that money in their defense. It's funny that they put it all in their offense, and that's the part I don't get. Well, since you're back, sir, what's up? Did you hear me?
I only caught the last part about their offense.
I mean, but how you feeling about that? Like, how you feeling about the whole
Gurley situation?
Gurley, Cooks, Donald.
I don't like that they signed. First of all, I don't like that they signed Brandon Cooks to that big contract and he played a single snap.
Exactly.
I don't like that. Todd Gurley, I know they pay Sammy Watkins like big dollars too, I think. If I'm not mistaken.
No, Sammy
never mind. Yeah, I forgot. He went to Kansas City.
All right.
God, they really ain't gonna have no number one receiver. I think about it.
Cooks
they got. I mean, but he's short though.
I know.
Usually your number one guys.
He's very one-dimensional in my opinion.
Yeah,
if he ain't out there catching a freak, I don't know if he's good for you.
He can. I give it to him. He can catch the underneath route and get you some yards off of it. I give him that credit. But Gurley, I don't like that they re-signed. I don't like that they re-upped on him so early.
Yeah.
Like you chose him over I'm gonna say Ndamukong. You chose him over Aaron Donald, who Patriots said was best defensive player in football. Which I mean, as it's like a 3-headed coin between him, Mack, and Von Miller. So it don't really matter who you put right there because they're both. I mean, they're all good. But I will say Donald is the best. He's the best defensive lineman in the league because he's short. He's short and he's stocky, and he can bull rush through the line. And you can also put him on the outside and play him as a defensive end. And I think I've seen him. I've seen him at a couple of plays in coverage, like guarding like a running back that went out to the flat or something. But I don't see him. He wouldn't do that on a consistent basis. But I mean, I feel bad for Aaron Donald because I feel like he's the leader of that team. So they go as he go. So
you think so?
Yeah. If he's playing good, the rest of the defense plays amazing. Because Donald, he's commanding that double team, even triple team sometimes. But if you put him one-on-one and he gets past the center or your right or left guard, then he got free reign to the quarterback, and the quarterback can make an errant pass, and then it could be a pick or an incompletion. So he has that kind of impact on the game. And like when you look at his numbers, he's had every season but 2, he's had double-digit sacks. And that's as a defensive tackle. Now, defensive tackles usually don't get double-digit sacks, really.
Right.
Maybe like defensive ends because they're a lot quicker. They can get to the quarterback a lot quicker. But you don't usually see defensive tackles having 10 sacks. So I don't know. I think he, man, I want to say they re-up him next year. I think they give him the, yeah, I think they give him the franchise tag and then they re-up him next year. Like they don't have a choice because if those lose him, like if those to choose the Dominican Sue over him, that'll be one of the dumbest decisions ever made. Like it, I don't know. I don't really. I ain't.
I don't know, man. Like I said, they like I said, they got to invest all this money. Like this is, I'm not saying this is a make or break season for this thing, but I think that they went all in for this season.
Their window is really small
with the contracts that they have, yeah, because they got to pay Marcus Peters.
Yeah, he's still on his rookie deal. He one of the best corners in the league.
Jared Goff, he might be hit. Marcus Peters might be like, yo, I'm about to hold out. He might hit that holdout territory soon. So you got Peters, you got Goff, still got Donald, you got LaMarcus Joyner on a franchise tag. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna want to pay him, or I don't know if they can afford to let him walk. And then you got guys on 1 year deals like Akib and then Dominican Sue on that team. I don't know, man. They got a lot of money investing into this season. I mean, not a lot of money, but they gotta capitalize, man, before they start paying these players.
Yeah, they really. It's like they really just going all in.
And I think they gave up. What did they give up to get Cooks? Did they give up a first rounder or a future first or something like that?
Yeah, something dumb.
Something crazy that they gave them. Like I think they gave up a future. They pissed me off with that Marcus Peters trade. I think they only gave up a fourth round, though. I was mad when I seen that. I'm like, we could have gave up a fourth rounder for Marcus Peters.
Hell, any team could have gave up a fourth rounder for.
No, they got him for a deal, dog. They got him for a deal.
For a bag of Doritos and Mountain Dew. That's what they got him for.
Yep.
That's low key made me upset. And when I seen the trade go through, I'm like, wow, this is what they gave up. They gave up this. Now, I'm gonna go in a little bit on Todd Gurley.
Oh.
Well, not in a bad way.
Oh, okay.
I don't mind it. I didn't mind a contract extension if it was next year.
Right.
If he had re-up next year, I'll be like, okay. Kind of like what Patriots said. I wouldn't mind it if they gave him like if this upcoming year was like a prove it kind of year. Like he only had he had a good rookie season and then he kind of took a little dip his sophomore year. And then this past year he sprung up. He was an MVP candidate. But like with his potential, like, because again, I watch college football, so I seen him play a lot. Like his potential when he's fully healthy is through the roof because he can literally do everything on the football field. Run out the backfield, catch it. He can run you over. He can hit you with a juke. He can hit you like his arsenal for a running back is very like Adrian Peterish in terms of just his potential and what you just see out of him coming out the backfield. But I don't know, because now like we said, it puts them in a difficult spot when it comes to Aaron Donald. So now what are they going to do with Aaron Donald? Just going to let him walk next year? I mean,
they ain't gonna let him walk.
Nah, they be down for to do that. But the better question is, what do they do now that Gurley kind of set the market? What do the Steelers do with Le'Veon Bell now? Because Le'Veon wants the bag. And then some. Because he's basically saying he's he's not just a wide receiver. And I think that's what the Rams paid him as. Well, the Rams paid him as more than a running back. Like he sees himself, he's that all-purpose back, just like Le'Veon. Le'Veon is that all-purpose back. When he's healthy, man, the best running back in the league. I ain't gonna say hands down, but he's the top dog when it comes to running backs. When he's on the field.
Who?
But Le'Veon.
Okay.
Just because, like, when you look at him, like, you get him in the backfield, you think he's going to get down for, like, at least a 2-yard loss. He could turn a 2-yard loss into, like, a 6 or 7-yard gain somehow because just of his patience. Like, I've never seen a running back that was patient like that, just waiting on the hole to open up. Because usually, if that happens to anybody else, like, that's an easy 2-yard loss, but he could turn that into a positive gain somehow. But what do you think it does for Le'Veon now? Like, what do you what do you think Pittsburgh does now? Like, do they rush into signing him, or do they just kind of wait it out another year? See what he does.
If Le'Veon can finish this season off healthy, I think he's gone. I think he's out of there. But if he happens to get hurt, I'm not wishing it on him. But if he happens to get banged up or something like that, then I can see him returning because then another team may or may not throw him the money that he's expecting because Le'Veon is 27 years old. He's getting up there in running back years where the running backs tend to fall off a little bit when they in the league that long. So
late 20s to early 30s.
Right. So I think he's gone though, man. I think he's out of there because they're not gonna franchise tag him again. They be paying him like damn near $30 million a year. They ain't gonna do that. And if the reports are true that they only offered him 10 guaranteed, then I definitely see him being gone. So it's just unfortunate.
Man, I'd be up out of this so quick. You offer me $10 million guaranteed.
Right. So he's gone, man. He's out of there, in my opinion.
I don't know. I don't know. It depends on the season. I mean, if you do pay Bell, how much you gonna pay him?
They are, like I said, they didn't already offer him 10. I can't see them paying him anything, dog. Not what he's asking for.
They might, if they were smart. The Steelers franchise is actually smart. They could maybe pay him about close to $20 million. I would give him about $20 million if it was me. Because I mean,
$20 million.
Because I mean, what other
20 a year?
Considering his talent, yeah. Kid, I think your mic's messing up.
Hold on, is it messing up?
Yeah, it's making a buzzing sound.
A buzzing noise, probably the fan. Hold on. What about now?
We good.
Okay, that was weird.
But I mean, if it was you, how much would you pay Le'Veon?
See, he a running back, man. Even though y'all gonna say, well, he's a wide receiver too. I don't know, man. At the end of the day, he lines up in the backfield most of the time. The way that the offenses are going now, I feel like you can. I feel like you can just draft a running back that does that now. That's just how I'm approaching. That's how I look at it. I feel like I'm not taking anything away from Le'Veon Bell. I just feel like a guy like Alvin Kamara comes in, and y'all know how I feel about him. I feel like he's being gassed up, but you just want to find a running back that can hit a hole and catch out of the backfield. A lot of those guys can do that. A lot of those guys can do that now. So, I don't know. In my opinion, I'd rather have a power back anyway, because a power back, I think, changes It's the dynamic of a football game more so than an elusive running back like a Le'Veon, where he dancing around and stuff like that. Where if I get a ball to Zeke, I'm running straight up the gut. That's demoralizing for a defense. I'm gassing you up. I'm getting you gassed, and we're just gonna keep pounding the rock. We'll be running straight at you, and you can't do nothing about it. Whereas a guy like Le'Veon who waits for a hole to open up, anybody can look good if a hole is there. That's the main thing is what you do in the open field. And if you get a lot of these guys can make plays in the open field. And that's where I think that's how the Steelers are thinking, where like, look, you just wait till a hole opens up. I can draft me a running back that does that. I can get one of those guys. And so I think that's how they're looking at it, man. And I'm not trying to take nothing away from Le'Veon, because he's proved that he's that guy when he's healthy. But I think they probably feel like at your age, I can just draft him another Le'Veon. I give him another Le'Veon bill.
I mean, there ain't that many running backs that can do that.
You don't think so? You don't think there's a lot of running backs
out of college? I don't see it.
Even when Le'Veon went down, you remember Chris Johnson? Not Chris Johnson.
D'Angelo Williams.
D'Angelo Williams boiled out for the Steelers with that same offensive line. Just saying, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do give credit to D'Angelo Williams. He's actually a good running back.
Yeah, he's good, but he was looking like Le'Veon at certain times when he was with that when he was the backup. He was carrying that team at some points when Le'Veon was out. D'Angelo Williams was balling for the Steelers.
And look at him now on Impact.
I don't think he's in the league now.
He's doing Impact Wrestling.
Oh, let's see with the Cardinals or something.
No, he's on Impact Wrestling.
Wow. He's still there? I thought that was a one-time thing. He really wrestling there. Wow, they got him as wiki. He's an American professional wrestler. Wow. I thought that was a one-time thing, dog. I didn't know he was still there. Oh wow, that's funny.
That's how you know you didn't. That's how you know you didn't kind of fell into the sunken place when.
I mean, but look at it. He hit that part. He hit that look. But then again, he is 35 years old. Them running backs don't last that long. And D'Angelo was old running back behind that offensive line, putting up numbers.
I mean, but he's still a good running back though, regardless.
Look, that man had in 2015. He was 30. I don't know. He was 32 years of age. He had 907 yards and 11 touchdowns. Playing for Pittsburgh. I'm telling you, the Steelers are looking at it as I can just find another Le'Veon. If I can get me a running back that can catch out of the backfield, and with this offensive line, I guarantee that's how they're looking at it. And that's and those running backs are cheaper than what Le'Veon asked for. That's probably why they only offered him 10. It might sound shady, but I think that's what ended up happening.
I don't know. I'll
be speaking facts, man. I be speaking facts, Mark. I'm telling you, dog.
And they did just draft another running back too. I forgot about that last year.
What round was it?
First, I think.
They drafted a running back first round?
I think what's his name?
Last year they got TJ Watt.
Okay, so it must have been the second round then. I know they drafted a running back.
They drafted a running back. No, not this year they did.
No, not this past year.
2017?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. He probably ain't seen the field then.
He's seen it. He's seen it a little bit.
Let me find out.
I think his name is James Conner, I think, out of Pittsburgh. I remember because I remember that was like a big story.
Yeah, James Conner. Yep.
Yeah, what round did he go? Was he first round?
He was a third round draft pick.
Okay. Thought he was the first.
Uh-huh.
I mean, maybe they see him as the quarterback in the future. I don't know. Like, I really don't know. Because, I mean, like I said, if it's me, I'm paying him the bag. You got to. Because I mean, they don't really got any defensive stars now since
Can't pay everybody.
TJ Watt. Outside of TJ Watt, but I mean, Shazier, he was out with an injury, so
Shazier is done, man.
Yeah, like Shazier's he's done.
Right.
So, I mean, I see them. They're gonna pay Le'Veon. If they don't, they're really stupid.
They ain't paying him, man. He out of there.
They're gonna be really stupid, and they're gonna regret it too.
All right.
If he goes to a team in the division, yeah, he's gonna make them pay for it. But last little piece of news. Now we're gonna get to the channel update, and then we're gonna get out of here. Khalil Mack, he's part of that three-sided coin of best defensive players in the league. Gruden said, well, was it Gruden or was there a report out that said that Mack ain't even spoke to Gruden?
Oh, it's a report that's out that says that.
Okay, so report that Gruden ain't even spoke to Khalil Mack since he became the head coach. And Gruden became head coach like what, a few months ago?
It's been a minute.
Yeah. 10 years, 100 mil, which I don't know why they signed him for that long.
Them coach contracts are guaranteed too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, he might as well retire after that contract.
Mm-hmm.
But it's strange that he ain't had no contact. They had no face-to-face interaction since he became head coach. I guess because Gruden is very cool, part of the old school era. So I don't know if he wants Khalil Mack to be on the team or what. Like I don't know. That whole situation is weird at the moment.
That was the risk of bringing in Gruden. That was the risk. He's old school, so I don't know what his approach was. Maybe he was waiting on him to say something to him first. I don't know.
I don't know, but who do you think is paid first, Mack or Donald? Mack or Donald.
I will say if I'm going to pay anybody first, I'm paying Khalil Mack first. Yeah. I'm paying that guy first. All right.
I don't know about that.
That's one.
I might pay Aaron Donald first, just because of his impact on the game. That's all I'm saying.
You don't think Khalil impacts the game like that either?
He do, but not like Aaron Donald, though.
All right.
Aaron Donald out here commanding triple teams on him. Khalil Mack ain't doing that. Now I do give it to Khalil Mack. Obviously, I don't hate the man, but for me to pay him top dollar, he would need to do more in coverage. Actually, I know he's like a 3-4 linebacker, but he ran a 4.5. Like 4.5, 4.4 coming out of college. Like, you should be able to defend a running back coming out the backfield. So I would make this a prove-it year. Not even in terms of rushing. Really coverage. If he can do something in coverage, then pay him. I ain't saying get like 6-7 picks, but like expand your athletic ability beyond just rushing the quarterback. I just want to see him do something in coverage. That's all I'm asking for. Do something in coverage, please.
I think you can. I think he'll do it.
But that is all the news. Unless something pops off between now and the next 2 minutes, which it really ain't. But
Nah.
I'm gonna get into the channel update. And kid, you can kind of do it too if you want to.
All right, go ahead.
So in the fall, I will be doing two more podcasts.
Oh,
Kid has been helping me out, with the layout and OBS and all that and Sony Vegas. So I'm going to have, since college football season coming up, the best time of the year, I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do it. I don't know if I want to do a college football podcast where I break down all the games. Well, not all the games, but the most important games. Or if I just want to do the Tennessee Vols, that's my home team and everything. So I don't know. I'm still deciding on that. And second piece of news, I'm going to be covering the Tennessee Titans. I do my Googles and my YouTube. I don't really see a lot of people covering the Titans. I don't know why, because they have an up arrow from this day forward. They are a very good young team that have a very good young quarterback and a very good. Now they got a good head coach because, God, what was that last head coach name? Good Lord, I can't even remember it now. Malarkey. He fulfilled his name. He was full of malarkey. He was terrible. You know how I felt? I wanted him up out of there a long while ago.
uh-huh.
But, we got a new regime in town, Mr. Mike Vrabel, Patriot great, who also was a very good defensive coordinator for the Texans when they were all fully healthy. We seen that. So now he has Malcolm Butler to work with in that secondary and Logan Ryan, both former Patriots, Super Bowl champs. It's going to be interesting. Now, I know Patriots said they're going to have a top 3 secondary?
Yeah, low key.
I ain't going to scoop that low. I ain't gonna get a secondary that high of a praise. I'm not doing that. They will have they will be circling around top 5. Depending how Adoree Jackson does in the slot. Cause I feel like Adoree Jackson, he's a nickel back anyway. But I will be covering the Titans and the Vols. Maybe college football, period. It just depends. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Actually, I know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to cover the big games first, and then I'm going to go into the Vols. So it's going to be a Vol/NCAA podcast, even though it's going to be based around the Vols, and then I'll be covering the Titans. Kid, you got any channel updates or anything?
The only updates I can say is the Fade podcast will officially have his own YouTube channel. So and that's going to start. We got the channel already made, but the podcast will start going live over there week 1. So like that Wednesday before kickoff Thursday, we're gonna be going live over on that channel, different overlays, different setup, all types of stuff. So I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
Ooh, that Hall of Fame game. Oh, I can't wait.
Oh man.
The Lamar Jackson game. I can't wait.
We said Lamar. Hold on, before we get up out of here, how long you think he gonna play? Just a half? You think he'll give him a whole half?
I give him yeah. The second half.
They probably give him a half, and then
if not a half, they'll give him a quarter.
Who, RG3?
Lamar. If they don't give him a half, they'll give him a quarter. Yeah.
I think he's playing the whole half, man.
First or second.
Then again, I don't know how many quarterbacks they got on their roster, so I don't know.
Only
they got
3.
like a few of them that he probably just
only got 3.
They only got 3 on the roster.
That I know of: Flacco, Jackson, and RG3.
Oh, I know Flacco ain't playing that game. I'm sure RG3 is gonna play that game. I don't know if they got like any other guys that they brought in as quarter. Normally, like those guys get a lot of reps during the Hall of Fame game too. So
they'll probably play my half then if Flacco ain't playing.
Right.
I'll get my whole half. But that is all. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you know any Vols or Titans fans, because I know that they are out there somewhere. I don't know where exactly, but I know they're out there. If you know any of them, or if you know anybody that likes basketball, I also cover basketball whenever there's some basketball news, even though ain't no basketball news this week, and I'm really sad about that.
Good.
Nah, it ain't good. But if I ain't talking basketball, I'll probably just switch lanes and go to that other league over there. But I'm just saying, like I said, you know any Vols, Titans of football or basketball fans, check out my podcast and even the Fade podcast. So that is all. And we're out.